Welcome back, everybody. So we have this third and final fixture on the first day of the Niagara T20 tournament between Avengers and TKR. TKR obviously played a game against York CC, the second game of the tournament. Now this is their back-to-back game against Avengers, and TKR have decided to bat first. Bowling for Avengers is Usman Bukhari. So Usman Bukhari belongs to Oakville Cricket Club, a local Hamilton and District Cricket League club, which plays in the Super Elite division. Has been around for a while. An opening bowler for Oakville Cricket Club. Usman bowled, and this is up in the air, and this could be caught at short mid wicket, and he's taken. So Usman strikes in his very first over. Who's out? So Usman pitching it in the right length and line high up in the air and well caught. I believe that was Shumail who took the catch. It was up in the air for quite a bit. Shumail keeping his nerves and collecting the catch. So Jagjit Randhawa is the man gone back to the pavilion. That's a not a good start for TKR. Jagjit playing an expansive, trying for an expansive shot over mid wicket, but faltered on that one, skying it up in the air, and Shumal taking a great catch. So Usman up to a good start. With Avengers also would love to get on board with a wicket up front in the first over. So this is the last game, as I said, of the day. We come back tomorrow live in action with three more games. ये Bharat है? I don't know. Pause. So we're at three balls, 3 runs, 1 wicket, and now Bharat Negi, the star from TKR in the first game, scored a brilliant 71. Is on the wicket again. He opened the first game, and comes in one down to face Osman, and immediately starts off with a ball on his legs. Well guided by him. He might come back for two, and that's two more runs added. Bharat off where he left off from the first game. So he gets off the mark with a couple there down to fine leg. Fine leg, no fine leg, I should say. There's a square leg in the circle. So Usman pitching on the leg and held by Bharat. Usman coming in to bowl to Bharat. Bowls, and that's a good ball, good channel, and well defended, and a quick single taken by Bharat. Saad Zafar, the keeper for Avengers. Avengers team comprised of local HDCL players, with, comprising of Oakville Cricket Club and the ex-Burlington Cricket Club players. So Usman to bowl the last ball of the first over. And that's a beautiful delivery. Well bowled. And that hits him on the pads at the end of the first over. 6 for no 6 for 1 wicket. Sahil is the batsman on the other end with Bharat Negi. So good start for Avengers there. Wicket in the first over. 6 for 1 TKR. TKR would be looking to put in a strong performance in the second game. This one could perhaps say this could be considered an important game for TKR to stay alive in this tournament. York CC already marked the first win in this group. This is Group A of the tournament, in which York CC, Toronto Knight Riders, Avengers, and MS Boys are participating. The second group, Group B, is comprising of Youngstar CC, Jazba CC, Niagara Cricket Club, and Spartans CC. So we have Virender starting the bowling from the pavilion end. He bowls to Bharat. Good start from Virender, right in the channel. Easily played back by Bharat. Virender again, another Oakville local HDCL player who plays for Oakville Cricket Club. And that is just slightly on the leg. And Bharat, he's in great form today. He's picking up from where he left off in the first game. 71 in that first game, carried the innings for TKR, and now he's already moved on to 7 in this innings. A good all-round cricketer, plays has shots all across the field. Strong on his legs, strong on the offside, plays on the merit, and TKR will really depend on a good knock from Bharat in this innings, in this game as well. Virender to Bharat, and that's just slightly outside the off stump. So Virender bowling with 6-3 field. In comes balls to Bharat, and well played by Bharat. Very well guided, but there's a third man out there looking for two. Good fielding, and but Bharat is quick between the wickets. That was good overall cricket. Batsman pushing hard for two and managed in the end. That was good fielding as well at the boundary. I think it was Osman out there fielding at third man. I should say a wideish third man. You have a square leg, a fine leg, a squarish fine leg, a mid on, three fielders on the leg side. Virender bowling from the pavilion end. Saad Zafar the keeper for Avengers. Virender bowls to Bharat. That's beautifully driven. That should be four. That's gone. It's lightning outfield here at NCC. And a beautiful shot from Bharat. Bharat gradually moves on to 13. 13 of 7. Just playing the ball on its merit and yielding the runs for TKR. TKR would be looking forward to a good knock from Bharat as in this game as well. भारत के 74 से ज्यादा होंगे अभी तक. Okay, so Bharat again, beautiful driven shot over extra cover, two bounces and out of the field for 4 runs. So that's an expensive over from Viru. So after 2 overs, it's 20 for 1 for TKR. It's a good start. Lost the wicket in the first. prefer, we wouldn't mind to put another big score in on his belt under his belt. So 24-1 after 2 overs, and Usman will continue from the DMZ paintball end. Good first over from Usman, conceded just 6 runs on the wicket. He's bowling to Sahil. Well driven by Sahil, fielded by the short extra cover fielder. No run added. Okay. Uh, that's a good ball again, well fielded. No run added. Usman has started off well in this spell. 1.2 overs, 6 for 1 for Usman. Sahil needs to play that supporting role around Bharat. Usman comes in, bowls to Sahil, and Sahil tries to play an expensive shot, goes through for a quick run, and the direct hit. And that would have been all ends up for Sahil. Well fielded at mid on. Risky single, I must say, there. Trying to bring Bharat back on strike. 21 for 1, a healthy start in terms of run rate, at least, for TKR. They would want to lay a good, strong foundation in this game because they've already lost their first game. This makes this an important game for them to come back, while Avengers starting kicking off their first game in this tournament and would like to start off on a winning note. So we're in for an exciting game on the first day, which has already brought you some good competitive cricket, some great performances already seen over the course of the day as we engage back into good competitive cricket here at Niagara Cricket Ground under the Niagara T20 tournament. This live coverage is brought to us by Cricket Clubs, who've partnered with NCC, and our local guy from Cricket Clubs, Abhay, who's done very hard work in bringing this coverage to you live, putting it all the equipments and managing all the background technical stuff that you're seeing live. So thank you, Abhay, so much for your efforts. I know it's greatly appreciated. Do you want to say a few words for Cricket Clubs? Okay, so I would invite Tan to say a few words on behalf of Cricket Clubs.
Well, thank you very much, Shoaib, and a warm afternoon here at the Niagara Cricket Center. We've seen some great performances throughout the day. The day started at 9 a.m. sharp, and actually, all the teams are playing very competitive. So you can't say that one team is stronger, one team. Oh, look at that beautiful shot hit by, I believe, Bharat again. Sahil actually, Sahil is running over to the boundary, but I just stopped just before the boundary, and they go for 2 runs. And with that, TKR, the Toronto Knight Riders, go to 24 for 1 and after the end of third over. Yes, getting back to cricket clubs, I came across them years ago, and I talked to this guy Abhay Anaswamy. He used to be in Dallas, Texas. Apparently, my son lives in Dallas, Texas, so I used to visit Dallas frequently. And so that's when I ended up communicating with this guy Abhay, and he mentioned he was coming to Canada, and I said, well, what a great thing to have, or a great person to have, I should say, and great thing to have as a cricket club, part of our league. And then cricket club was already introduced to our league prior to his arrival, and so when I was assisting the HDCL a bit, I worked with Abhay quite a bit and found him very, very effective. He really, his technical knowledge is really next to next to nothing compared to the club's techs and all that. So he's basically helping this tournament. Live scoring, live streaming, everything is done through cricket clubs, and Abhay is a technical support for Niagara Cricket Club and for this particular event. So thank you very much, Abhay. Pleasure having you here. And I know it's a hard work. You were here yesterday evening working hard setting up all the equipment, and you're here throughout the day. And tomorrow is just another day. And the tournament continues the following weekend for 3 more days. It's a 5 days event. There are 3 games taking place every single day. So it's a lot of hard work for the volunteers. Shoaib, no, Shoaib, Sarang Hegre, Satish, Mughis Mia, they're all here. And we also have from our from HDCL, their support on site and assisting us, guiding us, advising us has really helped us quite a bit to make sure that this event takes place um, in one of the grounds where HDCL teams play, and we also have our team, local team that competes in HDCL Niagara Elites, which they're also part of this tournament. So, as you can see, the team that's in the field currently is composed of Oakville Cricket Club and the Burlington Club. Those two clubs have sort of combined some of their top players, and they come up with some really decent side, I would say. So they will give a good run to TKR and other teams when they play. So and the score moves to 28 for 1. In comes balls. Okay, that could have been a wide. It is. It's Naveed Sarai from the pavilion end. One of the competitors in Hamilton District League, played for various clubs over the years. I think he's been part of our league for over 15 years at least that I know. Naveed Sarai comes in from the pavilion end, bowls, and played defensively, goes for single. One more to TKR, one more to Knight Riders, 29, and they're maintaining almost 10 runs per over average at the start during the power play, which is a good start, really, ideal start. So, and as Shoaib mentioned, they have lost the first game they played. TKR is playing back to back in this particular event, so this is a second game for them. They're young guys in this heat, they're out there. So it's 31 degrees here. It's a warm afternoon from Niagara Cricket Center. I won't say hot afternoon because Abhay is from Dallas, Texas, so he knows all about heat. So I keep okay. Oh, that's just the outside edge. It might run away for 4, and I think it does. Yes, it just crossed the boundary. Four more to TKR, and the score goes to 34 for 1. Score is ticking, and there might be a little bit of a rush showing here from the bowling and fielding side, but it's just that this is really their probably first or second outing um, in this season. It is a season that's been restrained for weeks and months due to COVID-19. And even now, the social distancing have been maintained, so their practicing are restricted a bit in the last few weeks, just a cage practice. Even then, there were fewer players practicing. So it's, and I'm sure they will improve as they play their second game and third game. So this is their very first game. And this is as local as it gets because this team in the field is totally composed of all Hamilton District League players who play Super Elite Division now. They're fielding their team in Super Elite. Good competitors, good players. Some are experienced. The keeper, Saad Zafar, plays for Oakville and Navi Sarai's Burlington. A cut set, and it could be a risky run, but they made it comfortably. Good to have highly experienced umpires. The main umpire currently is Jeevan Balkison, and Rohan Shah is on the leg side, leg umpire, square leg. We have a long off point, and oh, this shot, and this, yeah, this is the fast outfield. It's going to run away for 4. And as we mentioned earlier in the day, the 175 is a par score today, and I think most of the teams are reaching that 165, 175 in that neighborhood, and I think TKR will be targeting that par score for 175. So Over to you, Shoaib.
Yeah, interestingly, Tan, like the first two games, both teams chasing have won those games, so it's really difficult to put a score. Like, what is a good competitive score? Because both teams chasing have managed to chase 163 and 153 respectively, and I'd say like 16 to 17 over mark. Quite convincing wins the first two games. So it's up to TKR to put a good fighting total on the board. Uh, they are batting first, so Avengers would try to restrict them to something similar around the same 150 to 160 mark to get that confidence given the knowledge from the first two games and then take it from there. But at the same time, TKR would be trying to up the ante here a little bit and go past par 170 here. TKR, even though they lost the first game, but they did show some good talented players. I believe their opening bowler was opening bowlers were really good. They've managed to keep things tight until Ryan uh, took took the game away in a couple of overs. Um, so now we have a change of bowling, and that takes the edge and goes over the slip fielder. That should be a couple of runs there. Slash from Sahil goes over the slip for a couple of runs. So we have Mubashir bowling now from the DMZ pain bowling. He replaced Usman after Usman bowled 2 overs. And Mubashir seems like an off break bowler. He's bowling with a deep, wideish mid wicket and three fielders in the circle on the leg sides of 4-5 field. One slip in place. Mubashir to Sahil. And that's well bowled and well fielded at the slip. Well stopped. So Mubashir. So the Avengers bringing introducing spin in the power play. Three fielders on the offside in the circle, one fielder long off, and one slip. So that makes it five fielders on the offside ring and four on the leg side. And that should be caught at mid wicket, at mid on, and it is. Well caught by Naveed Sirhai, and Mubashir gets the breakthrough for Avengers. And then TKR now are 41 for 2, and that ends the innings for Sahil. Tried to go expensive over mid on, but didn't connect and straight to Naveed at mid on. So now 4.40 after 4.4 overs, TKR are 41 for 2. Bharat, in the meantime, 27 already. So the new batsman is Priyank, who's joined Bharat. Sunny Chauhan is more commonly known as. Tries to. Oh, there could be a mix up. The bowler coming in the way of the batsman at the non striker end, but they at least manage to get through for a single. Batsman Bharat not happy about that. The bowler not leaving him any leeway for to get through for a single. But at the end, no harm done. Batsmen get across for a single, and that gets Sunny Chauhan off the mark. 43 for 2 after 4.5 overs. But in the meantime, 27 of 12 balls. Amazing strike rate. He's continuing from where he left off. In the first game, he played the anchor role while maintaining a strong strike rate for TKR against a very competitive York CC side. Seems like a very good talent, Bharat. So Mubashir, who's got a good breakthrough in his first over, 4 for 1 in his 5 balls, bowls his last ball of the first over, and Bharat pulls him away, and that's a good shot from Bharat. It won't go all the way, and the fielder might cut it off, and the batsman come back for 3 in the meantime. That was a strong throw from the boundary. So at 3 more runs added, and after 5 overs, it's 46 for 2 for TKR. So 46 for 2 after 5 overs. Both teams might be feeling at this stage. I feel like it's a balanced game at this stage. TKR maintaining a good strike rate with their premier batsman in Bharat already on to 30, and they would love a big score from him, while Avengers would take some positives out of getting 2 wickets in the first 5 overs. So now it depends on Sunny to really support Bharat and build this innings in the middle part after the first power play is done. So we're in our last over of the power play with the sixth over starting being bowled by Naveed Serhai for Avengers, and he is going to bowl to Bharat. 46 for 2 after 5 overs. Naveed bowls to Bharat and well flicked, well fielded at short fine leg. Straight to the fielder, no run added. Naveed bowls and that's a wide. That's a wide ball. In comes Naveed and bowls to Bharat. Bharat smashes that, well fielded. Beautifully fielded by Shamail Mateen there. Known as Marty or Martin from his local Oakville guys. Stopped her. Actually, batsman still crossed through for a single. Sahil now on strike. Sorry, Sunny strike. On strike, he goes expansive and well fielded by Osman at the boundary line. Very good throw, and that just restricts the batsman through a 1 run. That was good overall cricket on display. Good shot from Sunny there. Saad Zafar, experienced keeper for Avengers. A good batsman as well. Naveed to Bharat, and Bharat beautifully drives that. It's been on display throughout the day since he's been on the wicket. And he just keeps on piling those runs, making full use of the form that he looks in, and no rust whatsoever in Bharat's knock so far. He's already surpassed more than 100 runs in this tournament in just a second inning, and he's unbeaten now right now. Naveed to Chauhan. That's beautifully flicked. Now Sunny showing his talent. And that's over the mid-wicket fielder for 4 runs. Beautiful wristy flick right on the pads, and that goes for 4 runs. It brings up the actually 54 now for TKR after 5.5 overs. So good power play now this one for TKR. They would be quite happy and settled after 54 in the first 6 overs with one more ball to go. And Sunny gets an inside edge straight to the keeper, no run added. So it's 54 for two after 6 overs. End of the power play. So in the next 14 overs, it would be interesting to see how TKR grow from this. They have already played one game before this, in which they also batted first. So they should gather some experience from that game and bring to this game, which is an important one for them. They will be looking to get the win on their under their belt, while Avengers trying to start their tournament with a win. So it seems like Mubashir will continue from the DMC paintball end. He bowled a good first over, minus the last ball which got collected 2-3 runs. So Mubashir 1 over 7 runs, 1 wicket. Osman bowled a good start, opening spell, 2 overs, 10 runs, 1 wicket. Virender was expensive in his first over, which went for 14 runs, and Naveed Sirhai has bowled 2 overs, 23 for no wicket. It'll be interesting to see the bowling lineup that Avengers possess. So far, seems like Osman banking heavily on Osman and Mubashir. So Mubashir now bowling to Bharat. So now Bharat after the power play, let's see how he goes about his innings. Well played by Bharat. Mubashir maintaining a tight line and length here. There's not much flight in his bowling. He tries to hurry the batsman up, and that's just on slightly on the leg, straight to the short leg fielder. Sunny comes through for a quick single. That's good running between the wickets and good fielding by Shumail as well at short fine leg. That's Bharat off strike. 55 for 2 after 6.2 overs for TKR. No run there. Straight to the short cover fielder. That's an expansive shot, but it will fall safe at mid wicket, and Usman collects on one bounce. Just restricts the batsman to 1 run only. So Sunny chancing his arms there. He seems to be a good batsman. Bashir bowling with if 5 fielders on the leg side, and Bharat cuts that beautifully, pierces the point and the cover fielder. There's no one at the boundary, and the batsmen come back for 2 more runs. This has been this has been the method that Bharat has adopted. He's gone aggressive on the loose balls and played the ball on merit, piercing the gaps throughout the day, and TKR bringing TKR forward to a 58 for 2 now. And Mubashir bowls well defended by Bharat, and he'll go through for a single. So 59 for 2 now, and that's the end of the 7th over. So still a good over from Mubashir, just conceding 5 runs in that over after the power play. 59 for 2 after 7 overs. So, change in bowling from the pavilion end, and it's Essen who's now bowling. He's replacing Naveed Sirhai. He starts off with a wide Essen there, and he's bowling to Bharat. So it's 60 for 2 it's seven, after 7 overs. And that's good ball within the wickets. 1 run still. Bharat manages to guide that to point for a single. Essen now bowling to Sunny. Well guided by Sunny. It's a very good shot. And he's quick between the wickets as well. Easily comes back for 2. Very well timed shot from Sunny there. Piercing a very slightest of gaps between the point fielder who's inside the circle and the widest third man fielder, and still managed to come back for 2. That's a very good shot. So this partnership now really building up for TKR. They're really applying themselves, and this is what's needed at this point in the game. Well timed by Sunny again. Places it very well for a single. 64 for 2 after 7.3 overs. That's that was well played by Bharat. Timed that beautifully for 4. He moved on to 41 now. 68 for 2 TKR. So Bharat, that's been a very good element about Bharat's game throughout the day. He's anchored the innings for TKR in the first game as well. He puts the loose balls away on merit, takes advantage of this fast outfield. SN continuing and bowls to Bharat, and Bharat beautifully timed shot again, but there's a deep point now in place. That's one more run added, and that's the end of the 8th over. Oh, sorry, one more ball to go in this over. 69 for 2. So Edson continuing with the last ball of his first over, and he bowls to Sunny, and Sunny drives it beautifully to the extra cover fielder. side fumble. Batsman looking for two. Bharat, but Sunny not interested there, and it's backed up by the fielder at short fine leg. So after 8 overs, 70 for two. So TKR looking good in this partnership. Over to you, Mugiz. Uh,
Thank you, Shoaib. So 70 runs for 2 wickets down, 8 overs gone. Off to a very good start, TKR. Looking very good, looking like a big score over here. Seems like a very good pitch. 5 o'clock right now. Slight breeze in the air. The ball's not swinging much. It is spinning though. This wicket is offering good spin to the bowlers. Sunny Chauhan now facing up to Mubashir. Mubashir is bowling fast off spin, almost darting the ball onto the pads. Here he comes on again. And that's pulled away. Big shot. That goes all the way for 6 runs. Short of a length delivery, waited for the ball, and hit it for a huge six over mid wicket. Sunny now is looking very good, looking settled out there. Here comes Mubashir again. And that's also pulled again. And that goes for four. Sort of a midfield on the outfield. That goes for four. That takes TKR to 80 for two. So the first two balls of the over goes for 10 runs. Puts the bowler under pressure. Mubashir bowled two good overs before this over. And now he's under pressure in this over. Sunny, I think, looking from the other end, he saw what the bowler is doing, darting the ball, and he is eyeing that mid wicket and square leg region. And now Mubashir trying to change the angle, coming from around the wicket. Again, the ball darted in and goes for a single onto the covers. Brings Bharat on strike. Bharat is batting beautifully, 42 up, only 23 balls. Here comes Mubashir again. That is hit into the gap. That should be 2 runs for Bharat. This over costing 13 runs and 4 deliveries only. 2 more deliveries to go in this over. Bharat on strike. Darted down, too long off for a single. Mubashir has 3 fielders outside. Deep square, deep mid wicket, long on, and long off as well. This has been an expensive over. Last ball of the over coming up. Again darted in, and that could be a catch. And that is taken on the boundary. Hit at cow corner. That's a good running catch taken by Usman. And Sunny is out for 22 of 12 balls. He was looking to take on Mubashir. Holds up at deep cow corner. 9 overs gone, 84 for 3, TKR. So we have a bowling change now. Izaz is coming into bowl. He has four fielders outside, deep square, deep mid wicket, long on, long off. Bowling to the new man, Sahil Patel coming into bat. 9 overs gone, 84 for 3. Playing at almost 9.5 runs per over. So going along nicely. Anywhere between 170 and 200 is a really good score on this pitch. Here comes Azaz. Good start by Azaz. Bowling a good line, outside off stump, no runs. Dab down to short third, and that's an easy single. Azaz plays for Oakville Cricket Club in the HTCL Cricket League. Here he comes. Tossed up, and he goes for the big shot, and that goes for four. Cow corner. There's nobody there protecting the boundary. 4 runs to Sahil. Takes the score to 89 for 3. And now they're taking a fielder at deep cow corner. Here comes Azaz. Reverse sweep attempted, and that's a miss. Trying to hit it over point, trying a reverse sweep, but unsuccessful. Here he comes again. Tossed up, inside edge, no run. The ball is slightly turning for Azaz. The ball is holding up on the pitch. It's a good spinner's wicket. Here he comes again. Oh, nicely bowled again. Inside edge to hold the wicket and no run. End of the over. 89 for 3 in 10 overs. Mubashir coming in to bowl his last over. Bharat on strike. Ball on the leg side. Swiped and goes for an easy single. Hit it straight to short fine leg. 90 for 3. Here comes Mubashir again. Sahil on strike. Well bowled outside off stump. Sahil looking for the extra cover drive. The ball spinning in. The drive is not there. Mubashir again. Goes for the big sweep, and he's given. Attempted the big shot. I think the big shot was there, but the ball didn't bounce that much. Hit him right in front of the wicket, and he's gone. TKR now 90 for 4 in 10.3. Here comes Mubashir again. The new man in is Omer. Dabs for an easy single on the leg side. Avengers coming back into the game by taking 2 wickets in the last few overs. They need to pull things back, or else this could be a big score. Mubashir has bowled well, bowling fast off spin. He has 4 fielders outside, 3 on the leg side, 1 on the offside. Bharat plays down to mid-off for an easy single. Last ball of the over coming up. TKR 92 for 4, going along nicely. They've just lost a few more wickets than they probably would have wanted to at this stage. Umair on strike. Nicely bowled, well defended. That finishes up the over. 92 for 4 in 11 overs.
In the morning, in the earlier game today, 71 runs. So there was 50 plus 71 runs, and now he just crossed another landmark, 50 for Bharat. Solid batsman, just looking good, staying on the crease, playing balls to his merit. looking to put a good total, anchoring players around him. Good batsman. Azaz Paracha, and they go for single, an easy single. Score is ticking. Azaz Paracha. Oh, this was a chance, a little bit of half a chance. Uh, and they go for two, and I think they're going to go, yeah, just a two. The ball was in the air. There was a little bit of a chance, but away from a fielder
I
to
think
catch it.
Bharat now feeling a few niggles because he's been out there for TKR, single-handedly carrying the batting. He's already scored in excess of 120 runs, 130 I should say now, this day under hot humid conditions earlier in the earlier game. Right now it's still hot at NCC and Bharat definitely feeling the cramps. But what an amazing effort from Bharat it's been. Certainly certainly making a name here. Back to back 50s, playing the ball on merit, and has definitely carried the game for TKR, which is an important game this one. TKR looking to fight back after the loss to York CC, a star-studded York CC, I must say. Bharat definitely a big talent in years to come, as he's exemplifying. So after 11.5 overs, it's 98 for 4, and Bharat 53 of 33 balls. The amazing thing is Bharat playing everything on merit and still managing a very healthy strike rate, which enables the overall team strike rate to be very positive. TKR now, this is the time, crucial juncture for Avengers as well to regroup. They've got the 4 wickets, 98 for 4, and this has been the story of the day where teams sort of compile their first 100 runs very quickly, losing 4 or 5 wickets, I must say. Teams that are trying to post a target and they lose their sort of mojo towards the end of the last phase of the innings. So this will be interesting. So TKR looking to up the ante in this last phase of their innings. So after 12 overs, it's 99 for 4 for TKR. So 8 overs more to go, and one would expect TKR to still consolidate a little bit and take the initiative towards the last 5 or 4 or 5 overs, I should say, to get them to a 170 mark. 170 should be a very, very competitive score in this game. Omer is the other batsman who's working his way through with Bharat now. Sunny played a very crucial knock with Bharat, a good partnership in the middle after they had lost 2 quick wickets. And now perhaps another partnership is needed from TKR's perspective, while Avengers, on the other hand, might be looking to not let any partnership build up and keep taking those wickets, which are very critical in keeping the score in check. So we have Shumal now bowling from DMC paintball end, and he bowls to Bharat, who flicks it a full toss ball on his legs straight to the fielder. Just a couple of spots here and then that would have run away for 4, but that's an amazing fielder that he is. Collected that swiftly and returned it to the bowler. 1 run only conceded. That brings up the 100 for TKR. A good landmark indeed. It's all about now how they finish this. So Umair now is going to take strike against Shumail, who started bowling from the DMZ paintball end. again on the legs and called wide by the umpire. Shumal trying to find his rhythm. Obviously, haven't played cricket in a long time, trying to come back in his groove. Good cricketer who's been part of the Hamilton District Cricket League for some years now. Plays for Oakville Cricket Club. A skittish type of bowler, I must say. Shamal now to Mayor. Bowls and again down the leg side and a wide. Shamal trying to put in that extra bit of effort, pace without getting control right. Perhaps at this stage of the game, it's more about control than pace. You have four fielders outside the circle, they're allowed five, and he can probably earn some control before he goes for pace. And that was a good delivery, good comeback. He switched his side, switched the angle, and a good delivery, good channel. Shamal to Mayor. Bowls and again down the leg side, and it's a wide. Oh, Avengers trying to back up Shamal. These bowlers playing their first real competitive game after a very long break with no proper training at all. Therefore, they're rusty. That was a good comeback delivery from Jamal Yorker to Mayer, who drives it down to long on for a single. And TKR move 204 for 4. Bharat, the star so far of this tournament, takes drive that to mid off. Couldn't time that. Well collected at short mid wicket. Sorry, short cover. No run added. And an expensive drive from Bharat that could be caught. No, on the bounce to the fielder at deep extra cover. Just one more run added. Bharat definitely has played quite a vital role for TKR today. This is his back to back game, and he's carried the bat in the first game as well. He's carrying the bat in the second game as well. Definitely showing some cramp because fitness obviously is a big challenge in the game scenario, and these guys haven't had that opportunity to work on that in competitive scenarios so far. But Bharat still fighting it out for TKR. 56 of 37 balls. TKR at 105 for 4 after 13 overs. And Azaz will continue from the pavilion end for a second over. First over cost him 12, sorry, third over. So he's bowled 2 overs for 12 runs. One would take that economy in the context of the game. And that could be caught. And that is gone. He got a hand to it. The non-striker, Umair, just caught outside his crease, and the umpire has given that out. So an unfortunate end to Umair's knock. Not the best or the favored way for a batsman to get out, but very unfortunate. Umair just heads back to the pavilion with his head down. And that is a good breakthrough for Avengers. So that's the fifth wicket down. And TKR again sort of unfortunately falling in that space as they did in the first game, where they got off to a good start and lost wickets towards the end of the innings and lost the momentum to put up a very fighting total against York CC. But they still have Bharat out there, but again he's tired, uh, still trying to fight it out for TKR, and the new batsmen coming in have to show all the support. 105 for 5 after 13.10. So after a breakthrough there, we get Azaz continuing to Bharat, who guides it down to short third for a single. So Azaz now the new batsman in is Abid, who's joining Bharat. Guides that to short third man for a single. It's perhaps a vacant area as I was trying to keep that short third man fielder a bit squarer. So the batsman using as the space and guiding for singles, nudging it around, and this is what's perhaps needed, given they're already 5 wickets down and with 7 overs to play out. As asked to Bharat. Short and Bharat pulls it. And there's a cover out there at deep mid wicket. Just one more run at it. As asked to Abid. And Abid goes big. Couldn't time that. Goes to deep mid wicket for a single. So Azaz has 5 fielders on the leg side, 3 on the boundary, square leg, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, and long on. 2 fielders, short fine leg, and short mid wicket inside the circle. And he's bowling a good line according to his field. So this is very good bowling from Azaz. He's pulling things back for Avengers here. Local Oakville Cricket Club player from Hamilton District Cricket League. Pulling things back for Avengers CC, which is comprised of combined Oakville and Burlington players who play in the elite, super elite division of Hamilton District. We have a change in bowling. Yeah. Seems like Verinder is coming back into the attack. Verinder who bowled the second over, the only over of the innings. Costly over. Now he comes back from the DMZ paintball end, and that's wrapped on the pads, and he's given. That's the end of Abid. So Vinder, the very first ball of his second spell, gets the breakthrough for Avengers. A crucial breakthrough. Puts TKR on the back foot at 109 for 6 now after 14.1 overs. So Avengers definitely pulling things back in these middle two end overs. Verinder, good delivery first up in his second spell. Wrapped on the pads and given out by the umpire. It's a difficult task for the umpires as well. It's been a hot day with 3 games of T20 cricket, and they've done an amazing job so far. Yeah. So new batsman coming in is Prabjot. He joins Bharat, and Virender continues and bowls just gently guided towards the short mid wicket fielder. Batsman cross for a single. That's a beautiful shot. Bharat got a bit of a break on the non-striker's end, and he picked it up again. Very left, like He hasn't left off this day. He is just going at it. 62 now. Beautiful pull shot. A loose delivery, one would say, wherein they're trying some tricks with a slower delivery, but pitched it a little short with no cover at the deep square leg boundary, and Bharat easily puts it away for four. 114 for six. Again on the leg side. Oh, that one was well timed by Bharat. Good effort by Shamal at short fine leg. Nearly got it in his hands. One run to Bharat. That was good overall cricket. Good shot, good fielding, but perhaps the line of that delivery wasn't the best. Virender to Prabjot, who drives it to cover and misfielding there, and the batsman crossover for two. Bharat still running hard. He's really feeling that pain. He's been out there in the heat. Back to back knocks for TKR. 71 in the first game, 63 not out in the second game, and he's still running hard for his partners out there, trying to build the partnership, trying to take TKR to a very respectable total. Avengers have got 6 wickets already, and we're closing in on the end of the 15th over mark at 117 for 6. We're in there to bowl the last ball of his second over, and Prabjot goes big. One bounce, two bounce, and that's four. Straight over the bowler's head. 4 runs. 121 for 6 now after 15 overs. Prabjot off to an aggressive start here with the boundary. 7 of 3 for him now. And TKR move on to 121 for 6 after 15 overs. So last 5 overs now remaining in in this innings. So Azaz starts the 16th over and Bharat welcomes him with a big welcome boundary on the leg side. Bharat now chancing his arms in the last 5 overs. He moves on to 67 of 44 balls, 125 for 6 DKR. And Azaz bowled good first few overs. Now in his fourth over, that's well disguised by Bharat for a single. Yeah, Bharat is definitely a little stiff now. He's cramping up a little bit. He's well understood. He's been out there in the heat today. Carried both the innings for TKR in two back-to-back games. Not easy for any player. He's fit. He's young, but still, it takes a toll. Joel on the other end now facing Azaz, and he tries to go big, well flighted delivery from Azaz. Slowed the pace a little bit, and Prabjot not able to connect on that one. 126 for 6 now TKR. Azaz in his last over of his spell gets an inside edge from Prabjot to short fine leg for a single. It's 127 for 6 after 15.5. With Azaz having one more delivery left in his spell. He's bowled well, he's kept it tight. 3.5 overs, 22 for no wicket. Azaz to Bharat. And Bharat drives it beautifully straight to Long off, it's well collected by Essen, who's a very safe fielder, probably the fittest fielder for Avengers. And that's the end of the over. It's 128 for 6 after 16 overs. Sorry? So after 16 overs, it's 128 for 6, and it seems like Usman is being brought back into the attack. He bowled 2 overs initially in the innings. Now he's coming back for his second spell towards the end of the innings. So it's 128 for 6 after 16. 4 overs to go. Usman has 2 overs under his belt. He's bowled 2 overs for 2 overs, 10 runs and 1 wicket so far. He comes in and bowls to Bharat, who flicks him down over the short fine leg fielder. That will be four. No need to run for that. Usman starts off with a loose delivery on the legs. And Bharat, the form he's in today, he's managed everything that's thrown at him, and he's perhaps surpassed his initial score, the first innings score of 71. Now moves on to 73, unbeaten of 47 deliveries, already reaching around 150 runs in this tournament, and he's still going on the first day. It's up in the air, but it's over the keeper's head. Keeper going back, charging behind that, and Bharat comes back for an easy couple there, moving TKR to 134 for 6 after 16.2 overs. Usman, good opening bowler, good athlete. He's trying to restrict TKR, but up against Bharat. Well fielded, and that could be out, but no, well taken single by Pravjot. Ran hard, 135 for 6, and it's Pravjot on strike now. Faces Osman. Pravjot goes big. This is up in the air. Could be caught and well taken at the mid wicket boundary. That's a very good catch. Essen looks like Essen who took that catch. Made it look very easy, one must say. Charged in from the boundary. It was hit hard, traveling, but he took it on the run and just casually lobbed it back to the bowler. So that's the end of Pravjot, and TKR lose another wicket here. 135 for 7. So the new batsman now is Humayun for TKR, and he faces Osman down the leg, and it's wide. So Osman has picked up his second wicket of Pragjot. 136 for 7 after 16.4 overs. So it's for TKR now. It's the right finding that right balance of playing the overs out while trying to score the maximum runs possible in the last 3.2 overs remaining. This one is guided by Humayun off his legs for a single down to deep fine leg. It's fielded by Viru there. That brings Bharat back on strike, unbeaten on. No, sorry. Oh, Humayun is now on strike. Sorry. and that beats Humayun outside the off stump. Bharat 77 not out, and that's the end of the 17th over. It's 137 for 7. So change of ends for Winder. He's bowled 2 overs so far, and he comes around the pavilion end and bowls to Bharat, and that's misfielded, and the batsmen come back for two. But what takes Bharat to 79 and TKR to 139 for 7 after 17.1 overs. Bowler trying to change the field a little bit. Brings the square leg fielder inside circle. So we have square leg in the circle, fine leg in the circle. Virender goes to Bharat, and Bharat taps it to square leg, and this will be a single. Takes him on to 80 now. Four fielders on the leg side for Bharat. Short square leg, short fine leg, deep mid wicket, and long on. Deep long on. Virender has bowled 2.2 overs, 29 for 1 so far. He's now bowling to Humayu. And Humayu tries to guide that down to third man. And he's gone. He's caught. Caught behind Humayu there. Saad Zafar takes a good catch. Made it look easy. And TKR fall back further at 140 for 8 now after 17.3 overs. They're exactly where they were in the first game. After a good start, lost wickets in the middle, and found it hard to play out, finish the overs. But Bharat still at the wicket. So the new batsman is Anis for TKR, who joins Bharat. Let's see if we can support Bharat till the end of this innings. There's 2.2 overs still to be played out. Virender goes in and bowls to Anis, who drives it to long off for a single. That's exactly what's needed from Anis to support Bharat over the last 2.1 overs, while Bharat tries to get the maximum score possible. It's 141 for 8. Anywhere over 150, one would still say a competitive score in any T20 game. Bharat still trying to run those quick singles. And the new batsman denied that. 80 for Bharat, not out. He's made more than 150 runs in this tournament so far. This is only the first day of the tournament. This is only the third game of the tournament. This is only the second game for TKR. So great batting from Bharat indeed. 141 for 8. 2 overs to go. Virender, good over there from Virender. Just conceding 4 runs and got a wicket. He's come back really well after, one would say, not a very good first over in his opening spell. He's now at 3 overs, 30 for 2. Avengers might be looking to wrap this up before the end of the 2 overs to get looking to get those last two wickets. And Osman will continue now from the DMZ paintball end, and he's going to bowl to Bharat. Sorry, Anis. Anis drives it and takes a single, brings Bharat back on strike. Bharat indeed is very tired. Let's see if he can play some expansive shots. He's at 80 right now. It's a very challenging task for a batsman to figure out if they should bat out the overs or go for the big hits in the last 2 overs with your 8 wickets down. And Bharat still playing the ball on merit. That's a good delivery from Usman. He's keeping his head down, bowling good channels. He knows that Bharat is tired. At this stage, experienced bowlers might be looking to bowl some change of pace, not to give the batsmen that pace that they can work with. Usman comes in and bowls to Anis, and that's short, and Anis tries to pull him. And this has found the gap. They might come back for two. Covered by Virender at square leg boundary. Ran from fine leg to square leg, and the batsmen in the meantime complete a couple of runs. That takes TKR to 145 for 8 after 18.3 overs. Anis moved on to 4 in the meantime. So far he's done well. Usman to Anis. Anis drives it back and well stopped by Usman on his follow through. Got in the way with Bharat there. No run added for TKR. Usman to Anis, and he gives this big swing there towards long on, and will only be a single there collected by Shumail. Returns it back to the bowler Usman there. And Usman now bowling the will be bowling the last ball of his spell. He's conceded 24 for 2 in 3.5 overs. Very good spell in the context of this game. He's coming into bowl to Bharat. Bowls and Bharat goes big. This is not timed well by Bharat. Falls short of the long off fielder. In the meantime, batsman crossed for a single, and that brings the end of the 19th over with TKR at 147 for 8. Bharat, in spite of being feeling the jiggles, is unbeaten at 82. He's carried the TKR not just in this game with the bat, but also in the first game against a very competitive York CC side. So it's looking like we're still again looking in third consecutive game a good competitive score being posted here. One would say a little like perhaps 10 to 15 runs shy of where TKR would have loved to be when they started off their innings, but still have managed to get to 147 for 8. And if they bowl well, get a few early breakthroughs, they will be well within this game. And still with this score at 150 plus, it is game on here from NCC. Virender bowling the last over, balls to Bharat, who dugs it out from the block hole. Good delivery from Virender. Very good delivery indeed. Just one run to Bharat. Virender bowling to Anis. And Anis goes big. This is a big hit. Could be caught at mid wicket and it's dropped. Straight to the fielder. That was straight to the fielder. Just had to take a couple of steps in. Well positioned himself, but couldn't hold on to it. Drop catch. In the meantime, Anis gets another single. TKR moved to 149 for 8. Bharat on strike, and he swept that. Couldn't time it. No pace from Virender. Good smart bowling. Bharat looking for some pace at this stage because he is definitely tired. He's looking for some pace to work with, and Virender, smart as he is, mixing things up. Anis in the meantime on strike. Gets an inside edge. Well stopped by Saad. Well kept. He's done well in this inning so far. In this last over, TKR struggling to connect those crucial runs. They're 150 for 8 with 2 balls remaining. We're in there to Anis. Balls and Anis goes big again, straight again. This time again dropped. Same fielder, same fielder at deep mid wicket boundary. Anis gets another single. Fielders, players obviously feeling the rust. They've This is their first competitive game after a long break. In the meantime, Bharat on strike, unbeaten at 84, facing the last ball of the innings. Very commendable job from Bharat. So far has been the star of the day. Virender and Bharat tries to go big and couldn't connect. He's tired, one must say, but kudos to all the effort from Bharat today. That in the meantime, Avengers have done really well to pull things back from TKR in the last 10 overs and restricted them to a 151 for 8, which perhaps they would have taken at the beginning of this game. And looking to chase this total down of the target now is 152 in the 20 overs when Avengers come out to bat, while TKR would be looking to find some strength from within their bowling department to restrict Avengers. So it's 152 required by Avengers. We will take a short break here. Great knock from Bharat indeed. Unbeaten knock, 80 plus score after following on from where he left off in the first game, 71. So great batting display from Bharat during at the first day of the NCC Niagara T20 tournament. We'll be back shortly after a 10 to 15-minute break with the start of the second innings. So please stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
start, Kenny?
Okay, welcome back, everybody. We're ready to start off our chase from Avengers, chasing 152 in 20 overs. TKR trying to restrict them to get their first win. This is their second game of the tournament. And to start things off for TKR, it'll be Sumit. And on strike is Imran Kazmi for Avengers, who negotiates it well, drives to mid on for a single. On the other end, Imran Kazmi has Niaz Paracha, who's starting things off for Avengers. Niaz, the Oakville Cricket Club elite team captain, while Imran Kazmi, Burlington Cricket Club player. First, loose delivery, and Niaz puts it away easily. No need to run for that. Loosener from Sumit, not able to start things off well, and that's a gift for the batsman who puts it away for four. So Niaz off the mark with a nice juicy boundary there to get Avengers on the way. Five for no wicket in on the first two balls of the innings. TKR will be banking on Sumit, who bowled really well in the first game, kept things tight. Again, a very strong batting lineup, and they would expect something similar in this game, given they're restrict trying to restrict Avengers to under 151 runs. So Sumit now to Niaz, bowls and well negotiated by Niaz, well bowled. So Shamit coming into bowl to Niaz, and Niaz again tries to go across the line. A loud shout from TKR, denied by the umpire. Niaz trying to go across the line, trying to sweep Shamit. Risky at the start of the innings, but Niaz banking on it, and the umpire denied the appeal, so he's still safe there. Shamit to Niaz, well bowled. Shamit now, after that loosener, he seems to have got his control back and pull things back a little bit. It's 5 for no wicket after first 5 balls. So Shamit to Niaz once again from the DMZ paintball end. Again on the leg side, Niaz sweeps it beautifully, and that will be another boundary. No protection down there. Slightly deviating on the pad down the leg side. Niaz seems to be very strong on the sweep. He's banking on that shot, and that earns him another boundary. Takes him to 8. Two boundaries already for Niaz. And that takes Avengers off to a good start. 9 for no wicket after first over. So it seems like Prabjot will be kicking things off for TKR from the pavilion end. Prabjot, also known as Happy. So Happy will be bowling from the pavilion end, and he'll be bowling to Imran. TKR looking for that initial breakthrough, while Avengers trying to build off with a start, trying to build off from a strong platform. In comes Happy, bowls to Imran. Well, good start from Happy there. Happy to Imran, and that's a wide. Losing his control there, and the keeper stops it. That's another wide. Happy trying, difficult to control. The ball right now starts off with two wides back to back. Actually, that's also a run taken by the batsman, so that's two wides. Brings Niaz back on strike. Avengers 12 for no loss, 1.1 overs. Happy to Niaz now. Niaz defends it well and gets a single down to mid off. Imran now on strike, facing Happy, and tries to go big. Short arm jab, just managed to get it to mid on inside the circle. Batsman still cross through for a single. So these batsmen look have seem to have already a good understanding of taking those quick singles, which are very critical to keep rotating the strike. Always difficult for the bowler to make those adjustments. Happy switches his sides, bowling round now to Niaz. Comes in and bowls, and that's well driven by Niaz. Niaz seems to be the aggressor in this pair, and it's well bisecting the cover and mid off fielder for a couple of runs. Niaz already off to a good start. 11 of 7 balls he's faced so far. He's put two boundaries away in the first over. TKR again. Niaz, beautiful drive shot from Niaz. Bisects the point and cover fielder this time. Well fielded by the point fielder, charging that and returning it safely to the bowler. But batsman still managed to cross for a couple of runs. Niaz already looks good, confident with his drives. He's already hit a couple of nice sweep shots. So he's got shots on both sides. Happy to bowl the last ball of his first over, and he bowls to Niaz. Niaz goes for a big swing, which I believe he doesn't need to do. He's timing the ball well if he plays on merit, and that brings the end of the second over with Avengers at 18 for no wicket. Off to a good start. We have Yashi Sports, the sponsors, been very instrumental providing some equipment and sponsorship for this tournament. Yashi Sport, obviously a well-known brand for sporting equipments in the GTA region. In the meantime, we have Shamit to continue. He's seems to be the pick of the bowlers for TKR, and it's very critical that he gives them that initial breakthrough to lift the team up. He's shown some good skills in the first game, and he's continuing on that. A couple of loose deliveries in the first over, which were put away for four by Niaz, and now he's bowling to Imran from the DMZ paintball end. And that's bowled him. That's bowled him. Again, the batsman falling for playing those cross bat shots. And that is a good delivery from Imran. Yorked him, and that is cleaned up Imran Kazmi. He walks back to the pavilion. Good bowling from Shamit. A well needed breakthrough for TKR. They're banking on his spell up front. It's 18 for 1 now for Avengers after 2.1 overs. And Shamit gets them off the mark with a wicket here now. So after sort of a rusty first over, Shamit, he comes back strong, gets the wicket on the first ball of his second over, gets TKR on the board, 18 for 1 now. They wouldn't mind a couple of more quick wickets here to put that early pressure on Avengers. In the meantime, Avengers need to find a way to, to build a good platform in the first 6 overs, chasing 152 in the 20 overs. The sun is coming down now at NCC. A slight breeze flowing across. It's been an amazing day today for cricket, with three good games being competed, good scoring games. We have Shamit to Mubashir Javed, who goes big, and he's timed that beautifully. So no holding back. Mubashir Javed, new batsman on the wicket. No holding back from him. He is just here to launch for Avengers. Continue that launch. Times the first ball well between the mid wicket and the mid on fielder for a boundary. Again, Shamit falling slightly full to Mubashir. He wouldn't mind that actually. He should count himself as a wicket taking bowler, being a spinner, starting kicking things off for TKR. So one would expect him to bank on creating some chances. Shamit to Mubashir, and this is a better delivery. Good channel, good slightly outside off stump. Whenever he's managed to pitch the ball in the right areas, he's caused some problems for the batsman. 22 for 1 Avengers after 2.3 overs. It's a quicker delivery, and that's beautifully played by Mubashir. No need to run for that. He knows that. He's timed that. He's middled that. That's four. Piercing the mid off and the cover fielder for 4 runs. Again, Shamit tried to throw in a quicker delivery, falls short, and Mubashir had enough time to rock back on the back foot and time it beautifully past the mid off fielder for four. So, Avengers trying to keep the momentum of their run rate up. They're banking on the first power play, on the power play. Move on to 26 for 1. And that one slightly on the leg side. Mubashir guides it to square leg fielder and picks up a single. 27 for 1, and that brings Niaz back on strike. Shamit to bowl the last ball of his second over again on the leg side, drifting on the leg, and there's no cover there. The batsman will look for three, and they come back easily for the third run. So Shamit just faltering in his line, and they're paying the penalty for that. So 3 more runs added. That brings the end of his second over and takes Avengers to 30 for 1 after 3 overs. So that one is picked up off the legs by Niaz, and that is gone out of the ground for six. Sorry, Niaz. Sorry, Niaz. Niaz smashes that ball over fine leg for six. Flicked off his legs. Happy bowling short on the legs. Not the way to go against someone who looks very strong off his legs. Very well hit boundary. A six for Niaz. He's moved on to 22 very quickly. Just 11 deliveries, and now Avengers off to a rollicking start here. 36 for 1. Happy bowled it short and puts in the extra bit of energy there. Good carry to the keeper. Good comeback delivery from Happy there. Niaz misses out on the cut. Happy bowling with a 4-5 field. Three men inside the circle on the leg side, one deep fine leg. Happy to Niaz, and Niaz tries to go, drives it, cuts it to point with well fielded there by the fielder, no run added. Three fielders inside the circle on the offside, point, cover, and mid off, one gully, and a deep third man. A very traditional looking field from TKR. Obviously, they're looking to buy a wicket here. Happy to Niaz, and Niaz goes big, gets the edge, and that will be another four. One, two bounces, and that's four over the keeper's head. So Niaz taking on the initiative here. Avengers already at 40 for 1 after 3.4 overs, and we can hear some voices coming from the dugout, from Avengers dugout, supporting their batsmen, and they're already at 40 for 1 after 3.4 overs. Niaz on to 26 now. Goes big! Beautiful shot from Niaz. That's a six over cover. Happy faltering is with his length. Niaz means business. Niaz is looking in prime form. I don't know where he was training during COVID 19, but there is no rust whatsoever, and Niaz has kicked off this tournament for himself in grand fashion, already on to 32. He's taken on the attack to Happy. This over already gone for two sixes in the boundary. Tries to go big and pulled away for four. He's going all over the field right now. There's no area safe against Niaz. And that brings up the 50 for Avengers already in 4 overs. This is a great spectacle for the spectators here. So 4 overs, 50 for 1. Niaz 36 of 16 in prime form, looks like. Good shots all across the field. Strong pull, strong cover drive, fours, sixes all over the place. TKR need to really pick things up and tighten things up. Otherwise, this game will again run away from them. There are Avengers already at 50 for 1 after 4. So we have a new bowler now coming on to ball, and it's Sunny, also known as Priyank. He did well with the bat, supporting Bharat when he came in. Now it's his turn with the ball. Let's see if he can buy TKR a much needed breakthrough after Avengers have got off to a very good start in this chase, chasing 152 in their 20 overs, already at 50 for 1 in 4 overs. So Sunny now bowling to Mubashir, and that's a good delivery to start off. Mubashir watches it straight back to the bowler. Sunny to Mubashir, and he's that's a good delivery. He's skiddish. He skids the ball, hurries the batsman up. Short arm bowler. And Mubashir, it's cleaned up Mubashir. So Sunny has done an amazing job, and Sunny making sure that the batsman got the message there, bringing in the competitive spirit. And Mubashir has been cleaned up, 50 for 2. So Avengers lose their second wicket, 50 for 2 now. Mubashir going for the big expansive heave over mid wicket, missing it completely, and that's 50 for 2. And that's the risk the batsmen have to understand that they're taking. If they miss, it's the end of their knock. Sunny so far has bowled accurately, and he's a skiddy bowler. So the new batsman coming into bat is Zaim Beg, another ex-Burlington, sorry, I shouldn't say ex, but a Burlington Cricket Club player. He joins Niaz, who's looked in prime touch, who's at the non-strikers end. Niaz obviously a local Hamilton and District Cricket League club player. Plays actually the captain of Oakville Cricket Club of their elite division team, super elite division team now. And Zaim again, first ball four. This seems to be the case for all Avengers batsmen. They just want to get off the mark on a positive note. No holding back. They just continue going at it. And Zaim drives that beautifully over mid off for four. So it's 54 for two already now. So good start for Zaim there. Drove that beautifully. Goes big again. Could be caught. No, just a single to mid wicket. These batsmen look very aggressive batsmen. They've come up with a very aggressive mindset. 55 for 2. TKR wouldn't mind that. They would invite the batsman to play those expensive shots. In the meantime, trying to buy a wicket. Wickets is what TKR need. 55 for 2 after 4.5 overs. Well bowled by Sunny. Good comeback delivery. Bowled well and well negotiated by Niaz. Watches it gently down to short mid wicket. No run added. That brings the end of the fifth over. 55 for 2 Avengers. So they've got off to a very good start. 11 runs in over in the first 5 overs. They've lost 2 wickets on the way, chasing 152. Another 97 runs needed of 15 overs. So run rate is really not an issue here, one would say. 8 wickets in hand, but they all seem to be very aggressive batsmen. So we're probably seeing a change of ends. Happy, who went for a very costly over from the pavilion end, is now being replaced by Shamit, who started things off from the DMZ paintball end, is now coming into bowl from the pavilion end for the last over of the power play. So Shamit, the premier bowler for TKR, starts and bowls to Zaim, who dabs it to point for a single. Quick run taken by Niaz there. Shamit now to bowl to Niaz. Niaz goes big. No fielder out there on the mid wicket position, and he gets 4 runs for that. So Shamit bowling with two fielders out on the offside, one deep extra cover, one long off, with four fielders on the offside in the circle. So that's six on the offside, three fielders inside the circle on the leg side, and Niaz takes advantage of that and slogs him over deep mid wicket for four. Niaz has swiftly moved on to 40 of just 18 deliveries. What a start for Niaz in this tournament. Goes big now. He's just playing with the bowler. He's just toiling with the bowlers. He seems to be in prime touch. That's another boundary. Fielder moved from the extra cover boundary after the next last of the previous delivery towards the deep mid boundary, and Niaz this time goes over cover and collects another boundary. 44 of 19 for Niaz, 64 for two Avengers, 5.3 overs. This game is moving away from TKR's reach very quickly. Big hit again. Loose bowling from TKR. This is their back-to-back game, and probably they're feeling it now. And Niaz moves on to 48 of just 20 deliveries, taking Avengers on to 68. So Niaz now on 48 after 20 deliveries, 68 for two Avengers, 5.4 overs. Goes again across the line. He's just feeding off that great momentum he's got in this innings. Smith changing his angle, changing his side, but that doesn't change the intent from Niaz. Last ball of the power play. Niaz lets it go through. Smart batting there. 68 for 2 now after 6 overs. That's the end of the first power play. So Sunny continuing from the DMZ paintball, and he's bowling to Zaim. Power play is done, so Sunny. Zaim goes big again. Beautiful shot over cover. That will be four. No chance of stopping that. Zaim again, a very good aggressive player. Looks like a good offside batsman. He's got some good footwork to back his timing. Collects another boundary. See, 72 for 2. Great display of batting batsmanship by Avengers CC, a combined team from Burlington and Oakville Cricket Club. Both play in Hamilton District Cricket League. And this one is missed by Zaim. Good change up from Sunny there. Missed by Zaim. That's well bowled by Sunny again, and he goes back to straight back to the bowler. No run added. So Zaim goes for the big expansive stroke on the leg side mid wicket boundary and he's caught. Very good catch by the fielder indeed. That one went fast to him. Well caught by Humayu there at the deep mid wicket boundary, and that brings another wicket for TKR. They need to get these wickets. Right now, this game very well in the balance for Avengers. The run rate is not an issue. Batsmen still continuing to play that expansive, aggressive shots. 72 for 3, 6.5 overs. So the incoming batsman is Saad Zafar. He's joining Niaz Paracha, both premier players from Oakville Cricket Club in the Hamilton District Cricket League, Super Elite Division, premier in the sense of their quality, not in terms of the division. Okay, we're back. So Saad now joins Niaz. Niaz has already shown some great display of batsmanship at 48 not out. Saad facing his first delivery, a good delivery from Sunny right up there and negotiated by Saad. No run added. That's the end of the over. A successful over for TKR. Just 4 runs conceded on the wicket. So Sunny has managed to pick up 2 wickets for TKR. 2 overs, 9 runs, 2 wickets. This is just the sort of effort that TKR need from their bowlers. And Sunny is just fighting it out for his team. After Bharat's amazing performance today with the bat for TKR, ended in a losing cause against York CC, but this game is still alive. Still more than half the runs needed, around 80 more runs needed in 13 overs, 3 wickets down, 7 wickets in hand for Avengers. A couple of wickets here, and TKR right back in it. So Humayu is the new bowler who's coming into ball from the pavilion end. He is replacing Shamit, who had a very good first game, but he's not found his rhythm in the second game of the day. So Humayu now to bowl to Niaz, who drives it beautifully to cover and picks up a single and moves to 49 with that run. So Niaz has really capitalized on anything loose and he's taken the charge back to TKR in this chase. Saad Zafar again, a very good batsman, very solid batsman who's joined him on the wicket. It will be interesting to see if Saad can manage a good partnership to take Avengers home. It's well driven by Saad straight to point. Mm, there's no need for any rush for Saad. He's got some time to play himself in. The run rate is really good for very healthy run rate by Avengers because of Niaz's brilliance up front and all the players who've played around him were no intention of consolidating and playing their expansive shot. So it's put Avengers on a very healthy strike rate, 73 for 3 after 7.3 overs. And Saad in the meantime now has come in and looking to consolidate. So perhaps someone needs to anchor this innings to see things through, and perhaps Saad is the guy to do that. In the meantime, Humayu continues to Saad, and that should be a wide. White ball called by the umpire. Humayun to Saad, and Saad cuts it beautiful. Oh, very well fielded. Brilliant stuff. Brilliant stuff. Save 4 runs for sure there. Beautiful bit of fielding. That should lift up the spirits from within TKR camp. Just what they need at this stage. Restrict Saad from getting off the mark, which is very crucial. Batsman's always nervous to find that initial run, and sometimes individual just 2 runs in that over. So after 8 overs, Avengers are 74 for three. So back in action, Sunny continues from the DMZ paintball end, and Niaz gets to his 50 with a gentle dab down to the leg side. So that is an amazing start to the tournament for Niaz. 50 of just 24 deliveries, and this again a great performance to wrap things up on the day. Another good, solid batsmanship shown by another batsman. We've had some amazing performances today, and Niaz hasn't let any of his fans down today. 50 of 24 balls. And Thad goes big. This should open him up, and that will go for four, over cover for four. So Saad now gets in his groove to move things along. That would break the shackles from Saad, who was looking to get off the mark, but was being kept tight by TKR in the last over. 79 for 3 now, Avengers, moving swiftly along the way after 8.2 overs. Sunny to continue to Saad. That's well bowled and well negotiated by Saad. Straight back to the bowler, no run added. That's well swept. No protection there. That's very good, smart batting. That's going to be 4 runs. No need to run for that sort of shots. It's very well disguised. Bowler faltering in line, and batsman capitalizing on that. 4 more runs to Saad. So that's the second boundary in the over. 83 for 3 now, Avengers. 59 more to get. No, more than that, sorry. 17. 69 more to get, in fact. Sunny got the 2 wickets already for Avengers. Sorry, for TKR. Still putting in the effort. Brilliant piece of fielding. No cover there. That's overthrows. And that will pick up another couple of runs for Saad. Sunny fighting it out. Got 2 wickets in his first 2 overs. This over, in fact, has gone for 11 runs so far. Saad has collected 10 runs from this over for himself. Niaz, while in the meantime, moved on to 50 with a gentle dab on the leg side. Last ball of his third over, and Sunny is being cut by Saad beautifully, but just a single. There's cover at someone deep extra cover. Throw comes in. That's the end of the ninth over. It's 86 for 3 for Avengers. करते हो 2 मिनट कोई anybody for 2 minutes I'll just take a break
मुगीज को तो तरक्की करे. She take this as a job. It's a new career for him. बल्कि आपके लिए मुझे बोल रहे opportunity, potential of the catch on the boundary, and he went for four. A missed opportunity. Saad was looking dangerous, and he just hit Himayu very first ball for a four, but that was a missed opportunity because uh, it's uh, it's a catch that was put down, but that happens. This is the second game for Night Riders, so perhaps and again everybody's has not played much, and they're just coming back from a long sabbatical and COVID-19 lockdown, so that's expected. But all players will improve with time. So we have more games coming tomorrow and another long weekend of games in this event happening on August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Plenty of cricket to come, and lots of runs have been scored today. Tomorrow's another day with six more teams competing. Himayu to Saad comes in, bowls, and Saad cuts it away, looks for single, not there. Himayu comes in, ball to Saad, and Saad drives it, no run. Welcome back from Himayu after the first boundary, which was a potential of a catch. And now Himayu comes back in again. A little bit over pitched, and most likely they'll go for one. Yeah, they go for single. Straight drive, a good looking drive, nice drive, perfect drive by Saad. Niaz is on the striking strike end. Niaz has been anchoring this inning with his flying run rate. Niaz come Himayu to Niaz, and okay, yeah, he found the gap. It's a long gap, long chase for the fielder. They might just go for two. Yeah, oh yeah, good, well fielded, very well fielded. Restricted to two. The batsman was looking for possibly a three, and Niaz found a gap. It's the last delivery of Himayu's over. It's coming in to ball Niaz Paracha, a super elite player from Oakville Cricket Club. And that could be a wide, and it is. So Himayu has to bowl that ball over, and this will be his last ball of the over. 94 for 3 Avengers. In comes Himayu, balls to Niaz, and this might be another wide. Yes. Himayu to Niaz. Try to sweep it, missed on. So, and that's the end of 10th over. And Avengers is 95 for 3. 9.5 run per over is the run rate, a very healthy run rate to chase the desired total. So they're halfway through the number of overs, but the way Niaz is batting, he's batting at 52. He has 50, 52, and Niaz and Saad they both play together um, for Oakville Club, so they know they have a strong understanding between the two batsmen at the crease, Saad Zafar and Niaz Paracha. Bowling change. Sahil Patel is doing the bowling from the DMZ paintball end. Third delivery for Sahil Patel. He's right on the mark. Good bowling. Good piece of bowling. Sahil Patel. In comes ball to Saad. And Saad hits a shot, and that's yes. Now they're going to go for two, but I think Niaz sent him back. A little bit of chance of an overthrow, but they decided not to take the run, so just one run of the last ball. Niaz is a well set bat on the striker's end. Niaz Paracha, yeah, 52 of 26 balls. Good strike rate. In comes ball to Niaz. Oh, an edge. They go for one. Avengers approaching 100 slowly, but it's yes, it's a good bowling, good piece of bowling. That's why um, it's a good tidy over. So 97 for three after 11. So 97 for three after 11. It is a keeper's catch, and keeper should have taken it. And this is a bit of a misunderstanding between keeper and the bowler, but it is a keeper's catch at the end of the day because, of course, you have the gloves when you're keeping the wickets. So unfortunate. Himayu is bowling from this end. This was short wicket, and okay, another chance, and he's out. Yeah, well, um, so he was given like twice he gave. Well caught by Omer. And yeah, Naveen Sarai is coming in, the captain of the Avengers, a very well known cricketer in this part of the world, in this circle of Hammer District League. And he's also played the World Cup this year in West Indies for Masters. And due to COVID-19, they all have to fly back in a hurry. So Navi Sarai coming in under the crease, a hard hitter of the ball, fun to watch. And rust might be there, but Navi Sarai is a natural striker of the ball. He's coming. He's the captain of the Avengers, and he wants to see his team through. Navi Sarai. And no, it's a borderline, but umpire doesn't think it's a wide, so not given. So I think the opposing team knows Navi Sarai well, and he's on strike. Himayo to Naveed. Well left. So captain on the crease of Avengers wants to see his team through the desirable target. Okay. On to the mid wicket. Goes for one. Well fielded. Good throw. Niaz has given a flying start to his team. Naveed's Niaz is on strike and finds the gap. Plays going ball was ball outside the off stump. He plays on the leg side. That's where the gap is. Just to take a single. Smart cricket. That brings up to 100 for Avengers. A, land, a, a good mark to cross at this stage. Well planned, and Niaz Pracha led it with, with the front foot. A good cricketer. And both of these gentlemen play Hamilton District League. So Niaz Pracha and Navi Sarai, they have a good understanding. They know the game. They have played it with each other and against each other in different teams. So a well set batsman is on the crease, and the captain is partnering him. The captain of the Avengers, Navi. And Sahil Patel continues from the DMZ end. Okay, oh, there you go. A sort of a mistimed, miscued shot. After a great inning, it was a little bit of a softer dismissal, but at any rate, he has done a wonderful job for his team. Niaz Paracha, after 55, scoring 55 runs off 30 balls, just got caught in the deep slip, and that brings Avengers 100 for 5 after 12.2 overs. Ahsan is coming to join Navi Sarai, and the team has a long batting lineup, but they still have to make another 50 runs, 52 runs, 52 more, and more than run a ball. So, but Navi Sarai is leading. Well, he's a captain, and he's the one who wants to see them through as a captain. So he has to lead this for the remaining with the front foot. So
Stand indeed. So now with the fall of that wicket, this game is now very well balanced. 5 wickets down for Avengers. It puts an interesting dynamics to this game now. Let's see how Avengers cope with this. They still need 52 crucial runs to get them through. Essen has joined Naveed now. Essen, again, a very big hitter of the ball. He's joined Naveed and he's taking his first ball facing Sahil, and he's negotiated that well to short cover. So the break is on definitely from Sahil. He's bowled a very good spell so far. 1.3 overs, 2 runs and a wicket. Good spell so far. Essen goes big, and this could be a six. Again, no holding back from any incoming batsman from Avengers, and they always look to get off with a big hit. And Essen, known for his big hitting as well, gets off the mark with a clean strike over long off for a six. It's 106 for 5 now, Avengers. 12.4 overs. TKR, on the other hand, know that they've got 5 wickets under their belt. They need 5 more wickets. Wickets are going to be crucial here. So let's see. This is turning out to be an exciting finish to the day. Sahel to Essen brings it in quick. Essen negotiates that well. Straight to cover. No run added. 106 for 5. Avengers. Oh, Essen goes against. Big heave. Misses it. Slightly lucky there, Essen. No need to take such big risks at this stage. You already hit a 6 to get off the mark. It's a After 13 overs, 106 for 5. 46 runs to get, 7 overs to go, 5 wickets in hand. This is turning out to be an exciting finish for sure. One more wicket here, and TKR might feel they're right back in the game. In fact, their body language is suggesting they feel that they're in the game still. It's on Avengers now how they cope up with the situation. Naveed Sirhai, the captain, he came down in the middle and he's been bowled, cleaned up. Naveed laid on that one, completely missed it. So that's the end of Naveed Sirhai. Returning back to the pavilion. That's a very good delivery from Humayun. Again, both him and Sahil have bowled really well here. Got the crucial breakthroughs in the middle overs. Avengers now falling behind at 106 for 6. They're still 46 runs behind, 46 runs to get in 7.1 overs. Sorry, 6.5 overs. आपसे वैसे ही देगा. 106 for 6. So, as expected, everyone coming to the wicket was looking to play those expansive shots. And batsmen, they Avengers had got a good start. They were cruising all the way. Niaz gave them a very good start. Someone has to see them through. Perhaps it goes down to the well set batsmen who should take responsibility to see their teams through. In the meantime, Virender, who's joined Essen, again, the two to play for Oakville Cricket Club, they should have a good understanding. They should have played in this situation in the past, and they know what the task is at hand. 46 more. Virender starts off, lets the ball go through. Humayu bowling very well, very tight indeed. Both him and Sahil have done a really good job pulling things together for TKR, and TKR right back in it. Yeah. So Humayu to Virender, and that's very well bowled again, right on the money. Virender negotiates that straight to cover, no run added. So now this is turning into a very exciting game indeed. So Virender now facing Humayu, tries to cut that straight to the point fielder, tight bowling. Three fielders in the circle on the offside, two in the one extra cover and one long off, two deep fielders. Bowling a tight channel here, Humayu. And he tries to cut Virender there. Misses. Well collected by the keeper. No run added. So far, no runs conceded in this over. So, this is Humayu's last over. He's bowled an amazing spell. 3.5 overs, 14 for 2. Virender has been cleaned up. Inside edge and bowled. Inside edge. Dragged back onto the stumps. So Humayun gets another wicket on the last ball of his spell. 4 overs, 14 for 3. What a crucial spell he's bowled for TKR and put them right back in this game. Now it's one would say perhaps the bounce might have shifted, but there is still Essen on the wicket. He's a very good hitter. 106 for 7 after 14 over Avengers. They've faltered a little behind. Batsmen who were well set in the middle did not stick around. Tried to play expansive shots, lost their wickets. Good fielding by TKR has got them back in the game, and some great tight bowling from Sahil, Patel, and Humayu. in conjunction have picked up 5 wickets together for TKR. 106 for 7 now, Avengers. And the new batsman joining Essen is Azaz, who will be on the so Azaz will be on the non-strikers end because that was the end of the over, and Essen will take strike facing Sahil Patel, who will be full in confidence right now based on what has been transpiring over the last couple of overs. Sahil Patel, 2 overs, 8 for 1 so far. Balls to Essen. Essen, well, good tight line. Essen negotiates it well, just a short mid wicket, no run added. 46 more runs. Last 6 overs, difficult ask. 3 wickets in hand. And that's well flighted. He's inviting Essen to go play that expensive shot. He's trying to buy his wicket. Smart bowling. Essen in the meantime negotiating it well. Quicker delivery, and Essen watches it straight to the short mid wicket fielder again. Nobody. So Essen definitely feeling the pressure of losing wickets on the other end. He got off the mark with a huge 6 over long off, and he goes big again. This could be caught, and it falls short of the mid wicket fielder. Falls short. That's just one more added. 107 for 7. Sahil to Azaz, the new batsman, goes down the leg side, and that's a wide maybe, and it hasn't called him through for a quick single. Wicket keeper trying to be smart there. In the meantime, concedes an extra run, so that's 2 wides added to the total. That takes Avengers to 109 for 7 now after 14.4 overs. Good alertness shown there by Essen calling his partner through for an extra single there to relieve a bit of pressure, and negotiated well by Essen in the meantime to short mid wicket. 109 for 7 after 14.5 overs. That's well bowled. Sahil mixing things up. Sahil really mixing things up, inviting Essen to play that expansive shot. Essen still holding his nerves, waiting for the right time, waiting for his strength after 15 overs. It's 109 for 7 for Avengers, and Essen on 7 after 10 deliveries. He's watching himself in right now. Other batsmen have to play around him, support him. He's the man to probably get them home. Sorry, 43 more to get in 5 overs, just 3 wickets in hand, and maybe a change of bowling being introduced. So a new bowler being introduced from the pavilion end. It's Umair who's going to bowl to Azaz, and that's driven by Azaz. Well played. He's going to get a couple of runs there. Pierces the point and the extra cover fielder for 2 more runs. So Umair concedes 2 of his first delivery. Azaz on strike. Balls down the leg side, and it's a wide. Umair needs to follow through from Humayun's performance. Keep it tight. He's already conceded 3 runs off his first delivery. 112 for 7 Avengers. And Azaz, that's better delivery right outside the off stump channel, and Azaz guides it straight back to the bowler, no run. Mayor to Azaz, and Azaz tries to make room to guide that down to third man. Misses, and that's a dot ball. Every dot ball now crucial for TKR, while Avengers want to take the target as close as possible before putting in the finishing touches. This will be a crucial partnership, and Azaz tries to go big again. Misses out. Azaz needs to put his head into this game. He still has Essen at the other end. And that's well played. That's guided behind point. That should run away for four. And it does. That's well played shot from Azaz. That should get him going, get his confidence up. He's now got a boundary that takes him on to six and moves Avengers onto 116 for seven after 15.5 overs. That should relieve a bit of pressure that was piling up due to dot balls. One would say a balanced over so far for both teams. Seven already of the five deliveries bowled in this over. 36 more needed from 4.1 overs. 36 of 25 balls, 3 wickets in hand. Very interesting game indeed. Umair two with us. Goes big and gets another boundary. Takes on the bowler. No fielder on the leg side. Thus banking on himself and gets another boundary. That should relieve a lot of pressure in the Avengers camp. And that takes them Avengers to 124-7 after 16 overs. 32 more to get in 4 overs. A lose over, conceding a boundary of the last two deliveries of two deliveries conceding boundaries. That should get Avengers back in the game. So it's moving every over and every delivery. What happens this game is shifting momentums very quickly. 124-7 after 16 overs. Seems like Sahil will continue to bowl his last over. He's bowled well. Him and Humayun, the two bowlers who created the pressure in the middle of the innings. So let's see how Avengers negotiate with Sahil in his last over of his spell. 32 needed of 4 overs. SN goes big. Couldn't get to the pitch of the ball. Tynes lobs it to the long on fielder on the bounce. Just 1 run added. Azaz takes a look at the field. There are 3 men on the deep on the leg side for Azaz. And he tries to sweep that. Loud shout from the fielding team. Misses. And the umpire is not interested. Azaz perhaps maybe just pitching outside leg, one would assume. Sahil to Azaz. Goes for the quicker delivery. Misses. And that's a wide. That's a wide delivery. Sahil 3.2 overs, 13 for 1. Azaz tries to go big, gets a leading edge, falls between the point and the short third fielder. Well fielded, no run added. Azaz just needs to hold his head high. This is the last over from Sahil. He needs to negotiate with him. Sahil to Azaz. Goes again. Gets it to the deep mid wicket fielder for a single. So Azaz still content in playing his shots. Trying to keep the runs ticking over. We move on to 123 for 7 now. 29 more to get. Essen on strike. And that is a big one from Essen. That should be a boundary. 1 bounce 4. That's a slight loose delivery on the leg stump. And Essen rightly capitalizing on that. Relieving the pressure on Avengers. Gets them to 127 for 7. So Essen moves on to 12 now. He's been very watchful so far in his innings. Got off the mark with a 6. But now looking to get them across the line. Sahil's last ball. Essen tries to go big. Misses and tries. That's a single at mid wicket. and that should end Sahil's spell. 4 overs, 19 for 1. Avengers 128 for 7 after 17 overs. Great spell from Sahil. He's done his bit. Now it's up to the team TKR to fight it through till the end. Avengers still need 24 runs in 3 overs, 3 wickets in hand. Even a wicket at this stage can cause some jiggers within the Avengers camp and get TKR back in the game. But as long as Essen is at the wicket, one would assume that Avengers have the game in their balance. Azaz has done well to support him with 11 of 9 deliveries. Both Oakville Cricket Club players playing in the local Hamilton and District Cricket League. So chemistry should not be an issue between these two players. In the meantime, TKR banking on a mare. 3 overs, 24 more to get. Essen on strike facing Umair, and he tries to go big, misses. Essen is the type of batsman who wants to get relieve the pressure with a big strike and very much capable of doing that. Umair to Essen, and he goes big over extra cover. He hadn't spotted that area before the over and gets a very good boundary indeed. Essen showing his talent, holding his nerves, bringing Avengers closer to the mark. 132 for 7 now after 17.2 overs. Essen tries to go big. He's timed that well. It's going to the boundary. No, it will be cut off by the long on fielder who ran across to long off to save that because the long off fielder was at wide-ish long off, one must say. And in the meantime, batsman crossover for 2 runs, taking Avenger to 134 for 7. Very good partnership, this one indeed, between Essen and Azaz, which have bought back this game in their favor. So 135 for 7. Slowly and gradually getting their Avengers. At one stage, one of would have thought it would have been the game would have ended quite sooner, but a good spell in the middle overs by Sahil and Humayu pull things back a little bit. And this time, Azaz now playing it smartly and driving it down to long off, collecting an easy single. 136 for 7. 16 more to get, 13 balls to go, 3 wickets in hand. Essen on strike. No need for that. Essen tries to be smart and messes out and misses out, and would have been a different story had he got out playing in that fashion at this stage of the game. So it's a fine margin. In such a big tournament, one would expect players to put their heads in the game and take their team in the game. This is a good partnership, so why do bit of a lapse in concentration, one must say. But still now, 16 runs, 2 overs to go. Essen 20 of 18 deliveries. Azaz 12 of 10. A very crucial partnership, this one. And these two guys now should be well set. Should look to take their team home. 2 overs, 16 more to get. 8 runs required per over. And Sunny, now he's coming back for his last over. He bowled well up front. 3 overs, 21 for 2. Batsman changing his gear as us, getting ready to face Sunny. So let's see how he negotiates with Sunny. Sunny, this will be a crucial over. Comes into ball to Azaz. It's a good delivery, right on the mark, no run at it. Very good delivery from Sunny. Good comeback. 136 for 7 after 18.1 overs. Azaz tries to go big. Misses it, but this one's got an inside edge. Batsman running hard, coming back for two. So, two crucial runs for Azaz and Avengers there, taking Azaz to 14 and Avengers to 138. 14 more runs, 10 deliveries to go. This will be a crucial over. Sunny to Azaz. Azaz tries to go big. Times it well. This is in the gap again. Batsman might come back for two, and they should easily. So two more runs. Very good knock here from Azaz, and Azaz collects another two runs. 140 for 7. Gets the edge to short third man. Dot ball. So every dot ball causes some nerves and jitters in the batting team camp, while the fielding team still feeling the pressure on the field. What a good finish to this day. Tries to go big and they go through for a single. Good run between the wicket, running between the wickets. 141, 11 now of 7 deliveries. This match has gone right down to the wire. Right down to the wire. Great finish to this game. Sunny, last ball of his spell. As Essen cuts it in the gap, looking for two. That's a good shot, and it comes back easily for two. That's exactly how he should be looking to bat. And he moves on to 22 of 19, while Azaz is at 17 of 15. What a good partnership this has been for Avengers. 143 for 7 now after 19 overs. 9 runs required in the last over. And the teams will regroup for sure in this over. And this is really good to watch. A very competitive game indeed. Both teams regrouping a little bit, trying to come up with their plans, how they will negotiate this last over. Both teams know their tasks. 9 runs to defend, 8 to draw. So 9 more runs, last over. TKR in a huddle right now, trying to decide what to do. One can expect some leeway here, given the task at hand, and we can see some Oakville players running out from the sorry, not Oakville, Avengers players running out from the dugout as well, perhaps carrying some messages. So these two joined each other at a very dicey situation when Naveed was cleaned up and put them on the back foot at 7 wickets down with some still like 40 plus runs to go in the chase. But these two have managed well to negotiate that. Good partnership now. It's the last over, and it's up to them to negotiate this too. And it seems like that TKR may be banking on Bharat. Yeah, I think so. So seems like they're going back to Happy, their opening bowler. Happy will be bowling from the pavilion end for the last over, trying to defend 9 runs. Field, three fielders deep on the leg side. One square, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on deep, fine leg up in the circle. So there were four fielders not inside the circle. Now the deep mid wicket fielder comes inside the circle. Deep third man, deep extra cover, deep long off. Three fielders out on the offside. One deep long on and one deep square leg. Five on the boundary. Azaz takes strike, misses. That's a crucial miss. Dot ball from Happy. 9 of 5 balls. Fielders inside the circle. Point, cover, short mid wicket, and fine leg up in the circle. So those are the four fielders inside the circle. Happy to Azaz. Balls. Azaz tries to go big. He gets the inside edge. And they will go through for one. That brings Essen on the strike. So Essen, he needs to get that one big shot away in the last 4 balls remaining. 8 runs to get for Avengers. Happy in the meantime continuing from the pavilion end. What an exciting finish to this game. Happy to Essen. Essen tries to go big. This is up in the gap. Goes over the cover fielder. And the batsman will easily come back for two in the meantime. Fielder at the cover boundary. Late in picking that one up. But in the meantime, there was always a two there. Essen connecting that well over the extra cover fielder. 146 for 7. 6 more to get off 3 balls. So one hit away technically. Avengers. Essen tries to go big. Misses. Dot ball. Good ball from Happy. Banging it in short. Essen trying to pull him over. Square leg area. Misses. 2 balls to go. 6 runs to get. A nail biter, this one. Really a nail biter. This has been a very exciting game for all spectators in this ground and watching live. I'm pretty sure they would have enjoyed watching this finish to the day. What an exciting start to this tournament. Third game of the day and very competitive cricket all around. Good individual performances from all players and some good team competitive cricket. So Happy now. Will be a crucial ball. Balls to Essen. Essen goes big, misses. He'll just get one from that. And he is run out. Azaz is run out, trying to bring Essen back on strike. In the meantime, sacrificing his wicket. And there was no way there was a two in there. And 147 for 8 now. Azaz sacrificing himself. 1 ball, 5. 1 ball, 5 runs to get. So still Avengers need a boundary to tie the game or 6 to win unless they decide to run 5 somehow. It's a trivia question for all our viewers out there. How to get 5 runs of the last ball.
So this is a very exciting game. Third match of the day and finishing on a high note. Usman, I believe, comes into bat. He is a lefty, so I'm sure he will be eyeing the leg side, deep square leg and mid wicket area. The ball is slightly coming into the lefty, so that could be a potential area that he could target.
So now it's the new batsman is who's the new batsman? Usman. Usman definitely backs a punch. If it's in a slot, he can also very much capable of very much capable of getting that big hit to get his team across, but it's a very difficult task. Not easy for a new incoming batsman on the last ball of the innings when 5 runs are needed. Let's see what Osman has got under his belt. He's going to be up against Happy, so let's see what field positionings TKR come up with. So they have, for now, they have a deep fine leg, a deep third man, a wideish point, a point deep. So they're really thinking they long on and mid off are up in the circle, which is very strange. Strange field setting. Some plans only TKR know that. Let's go. One ball to go. Osman on strike. Tries to go big. He's timed that well. And it won't be a boundary. They just need to stop the 5 runs. And the throw comes back, and meantime, batsmen get two. And that is it. So TKR take this game by the smallest of margins. A very good finish to this game. TKR pulling it through by just 2 runs. At one stage, Avengers seemed to have would have cruised through this target. 149 for 8 Avengers. They missed out, losing some crucial wickets in the middle overs. Essen unbeaten at 25 of 22 balls. He fought hard, but just couldn't get his team across the line. Good shot from Osman. It was a tough ask on him. He couldn't connect the boundary. Well, a very exciting finish to the day and a very exciting win for TKR. This keeps the tournament very interesting with TKR also getting registering their first win. So they've played 2 games in the tournament. They've won one and they've lost one in this group, while York CC have played one and won one, and Avengers have played one their first game and lost that by the barest of the margins by 2 runs. So very good finish to the day. Some very good performances in this game. Sahil, Humayun bowled really well in the middle overs to pull them themselves back. With the batting, it was Bharat who led the show for TKR. Batted very well, scored 80 plus runs. From the Avengers side, all the batsmen, Niaz got off to an explosive start, very positive. Took the game away in the initial overs from TKR, but faltered in the middle overs. No batsman other than Niaz really carried on. In the end, it was Azaz and Essen who put up a fight, a good show, bought their team close, just couldn't finish. Azaz sacrificing his wicket. 9 runs were needed in the last over, and that only 6 runs were managed. A good last over from Happy. One should give credit. Bowled well under the pressure, and TKR come up with a win. So a very exciting finish. I hope all our viewers would have enjoyed the coverage today. Please join us again tomorrow for another exciting day in store for cricket. We have 3 games lined up for you, all very good competitive teams coming to NCC starting at 9 a.m. live from the Niagara Cricket Center at this Niagara T20 tournament, which is off to a rollicking start on the first day with some very good individual brilliance and very good overall team performances. So thank you for to all our viewers for tuning in. We look forward to joining you again tomorrow at 9 a.m. All the best and have a great evening.